Right, good morning, friends. Good morning, leaders all over the world. This is Mr. Purity once again with an awesome QZ Asset Management presentation. In today's presentation, I'll be focusing on what QZ Asset Management specializes on. I will not be talking about the investments because it is important that we know what they do, and then we will now appreciate the investment that comes later, because it is what they do that will give you the ROI you are expecting. Most times we dwell on the ROI and forget about what the company does. As investors and also as networkers, it is important that we begin to look at the sustainability of a project, and then we will appreciate the ROI. So this morning, I'm going to dwell on what QZ Asset Management is all about. So stay with me as we go into this educational material that will enlighten our minds and make us begin to take QZ Asset Management as serious as it is. So we'll start right away. For those of you that love research, you would have researched and discovered that this is the first man that started the index fund. He's founded the Vanguard Group. So QZ Asset Management is in the class of the top elite of asset management companies in the world, which includes BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity Group, Alliance Group, lot of them. You can do your own due diligence research on these concepts, asset management companies. All right, so let's proceed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to index trading. Financial index trading is a measure of a basket of products, generally a weighted average of a selection of stocks that best represent the specific market. Now, why am I going this way? I want people to begin to realize, because there's a lot of negative blogging that goes on, and they try to categorize QZ Asset Management as a mere LMM company. Before the end of this presentation, you will agree with me that QZ Asset Management is something new, something spectacular, something that has been existing way back into years. That is why I told us, please research about John Bogley, the founder of Vanguard Group. Read about him. He's the creator of the first index fund. Okay, so let's proceed. So let's go back to introduction to index trading, because we need to know what index trading means. Index trading simply means trading in the stock exchange, trading the 500 largest companies in the world in NASDAQ and NYSE. Now, these are trading platforms where you say index trading is the buying and selling of specific stocks, stock market index. Index trading may have the shortest history, but it is the fastest emerging financial derivative product. Index markets indices are commonly used to track various market performance. So it is important we know this concept. Now, the benefit of index trading. You need to understand the benefit of index trading. Just as some of us are familiar with Forex, and some right now are familiar with the current trend, the crypto trend. Index market is the largest of them all. Index market trades over $37 trillion per day, while Forex trades just $5 trillion. And the crypto industry trades less than $1 trillion. So look at market capitalization and begin to realize why the richest of all riches move into index trading through asset management companies. In fact, in case we don't know, asset management companies were formed to help the rich keep getting richer. because most of these companies, like I mentioned, BlackRock, Vanguard, you cannot invest into them if you don't have substantial amounts like $1 million upwards. And by the time we go into subsequent videos where we'll be talking about the investment opportunity in QZ Asset Management, you'll be so grateful that QZ Asset Management has opened their services that can accommodate even $100 into an asset management portfolio. Wonderful. But today is not the time for investment. Today is the time for knowledge, understanding the concept. So let's go back. Benefit of index trading. Index trading allows you to gain exposure to a wide array of financial derivative products and also allows you to diversify your portfolio easily with one single instrument. There are a lot of advantages when you secure the service of index trading companies, just like QZ Asset Management Company. One of the advantages is that an excellent financial product that generates stable and profitable returns, a great diversification of various investment risks, large trading volume and high liquidity, transparency and real-time quotes. Index futures allows you to both long and short a position. Fair trading environment, leverage up to 200 times and 24 hours Monday to Friday. So we need to understand this. Now we also need to understand that in the index market, there are various classifications of indexes. You have the Standard & Poor, which is the largest, which is the biggest. You also have FTSE 100, which is the UK 100. You have US 30, which is top 30 companies in US. You have DAX 30, which is the German 30. You have Nickel JPN, that is Japanese stock, 225. You have oil and gas index. Now, most times when you listen to global news, when they talk of economy and financial news, these are the reports you hear. They discuss this because these major indices determine the global economy. Please understand that. And that is why the smartest thing for every asset management company is to go into investment or trading in this major industry. If any of these collapse, the world collapses. Understand that. Thank you. This concept is as old as 1926. So imagine that this kind of trading has been existing since 1926. And somebody wants to compare it with crypto trading. Man, you got to think. It is not every person you must listen to in this space if you want to acquire knowledge. And that is why I always tell you leaders, endear yourself to research. When somebody comes and tell you this is my opinion, you need to assess that person that is sharing his opinion. What is his wealth of knowledge in the space? And the only way to acquire or ascertain the wealth of knowledge in somebody's space is when you hear the person use those presentation, go and do your own due diligence. The Google there is your friend. Ask any question, they will show you. And that is why I'm going through this direction, so that we will get adequate information that the index market that QZ Asset Management is trading on is awesome. These are the classification characteristics of S&P 500 index. 1, it is based on the 500 largest companies publicly listed on New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. 2, since its inception in 1926, the S&P 500 index average annual return has been between 10% to 11%. 3, one of the major commonly followed equity indexes and often used as the benchmark for fund performance. You can see how significant S&P 500 is. More than 5.4 trillion was invested in assets tied to the performance of the index. Other U.S. major indices include U.S. 30 Dow Jones, Industrial Average NASDAQ 100. You can see how beautiful this opportunity is. Because once you understand the concept that powers what QZ Asset Management is doing, you begin to appreciate them. And you begin to judge between lies and reality. And the reality is, what do they do? Are these things visible? Are these things verifiable? And what is the lie? The assumption that QZ Asset Management is an LMM. It is not. QZ Asset Management is a fund manager that trades in the index market, and they use a technology. So I'm going to also show you the dimension that QZ Asset Management is not only a trading company, but it is a fintech company. We need to understand those concepts. A trading company and a fintech company. Ladies and gentlemen, just stay with me. Retail investors are amateured in high-stake markets and they cannot win. Let me show you why individuals don't win in the global market, whether it's forex, whether it's crypto and indexes. If you trade without professionalism, you are going to experience losses. Now, retail investors, most likely retail investors don't have the high liquidity. Experience is always low. Trading knowledge is low. Characteristics, emotional and biasness, profitability, most times is losses. You all know those that have traded themselves. Ask them. I also am a trader, and sometimes I've lost. I have lost over, personally, I've lost over $200,000 in my trades. Those that know me, they know my records, my trades. But I also have won in the market. But I tell you, it's tedious, it's emotional, it's derailing. Technology, I don't use technology, I use my manual strength. And you can see that it fails. Institutional investors also just have medium to high funds. Not all of them have that kind of capacity. Knowledge also is low. You see them hiring any kind of person. Some of you that are traders, some of you have been hired to work in companies and you failed the company. We have a popular one, MBA Forex in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, that failed people. They hire people. They are also institutional investors, but they fail people. Characteristics, varying performance level and high fees, but profitability most times in losses, and technology zero. But let me show you what QZ Asset Management can give to you. QZ Asset Management has experience. Right now, this company was established 21st September 2012. That gives you 10 years experience. And when you add all the individuals that are in that company, their individual experience, they have an experience of over 80 years. Trading knowledge, awesome, high. Characteristics, they have efficiency, high efficiency and consistent track record based on proven formula. If you look at their performance over the 6 years after they deployed their BDAI, you will see outstanding performance. Consistently outperformed all major indexes. That is what S&P 500 does. And QZ Asset Management owns proprietary award-winning BDAI technology. That is what they use. They own the technology and they deploy this technology into the trading index. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically what QZ Asset Management does, the index trading. So let's delve in a little and know about this company itself. QZ Asset Management Company, creating value beyond wealth. They are in China, Hong Kong, Japan, New Zealand, Switzerland, and right now they are opening their office in South Africa. That will be the first African country with the QZ office. Why? It is very important because of their global expansion. Because Africans will want to ask questions. We have been burnt before. We saw a lot of companies that came, told us so many lies, but I can assure you that everything QZ Asset Management has told us, they have fulfilled it. They told us that if we meet a quota of the demographic quota, they were going to open an office in South Africa. And right now, because so many countries in Africa has met that quota, the company has already drawn a office opening timetable. We have in Dubai that is coming up January 14th, and we have in Johannesburg that is coming up by March, and we also will have an office in Nigeria that will be coming up by May. Why are they doing that? Transparency. They are showing you that sustainability is guaranteed. If a company can go out to have their global presence in various countries, it shows you that they are ready for business. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to QZ Asset Management Company. Let's delve in and know a little more about this company itself. What matters to you matters to us. QZ Asset Management, tailored financial approach. It is important we understand this. Now, permit me to read a little bit so that we understand it. I know you can read later. Your friend or whoever will share the PDF to you. Please take your time to read. The more you read, the more you do some research and have knowledge. Knowledge is power that propel you to profitability. So, we at QZ Asset Management have managed our clients' wealth and served them as trusted and holistic advisors. In all we do, we are inspired by our purpose, creating value beyond wealth. QZ Asset Management is present in over 8 countries and more than 30 locations, headquartered in Guangzhou, China. We are licensed and highly regulated by the Asset Management Association of China. With a client-centric approach, we manage over 50 billion CNY, that is Chinese currency, on behalf of our institutional and private clients. Through our proprietary and award-winning fintech solution, the QZ Big Data and Artificial Intelligence Analysis, we have constantly achieved strong growth momentum in all market conditions. Now, this is their document of registration, which every person can do their due diligence. This is their license. Use their license. They say they are regulated. They say strictly licensing and regulatory condition. QZ Asset Management is registered and licensed in China. Look at their registration number. There's something here I also want us to understand. Look at the full name of QZ Asset Management Company. The QZ we see now online are abbreviations so that we can easily pronounce them. Guangzhou Quazin Assets Management Company Limited. This is the full name of QZ Asset Management Company. You will see their Unified Social Credit Code. You see their registration number. You see their legal representative. You will see their registration authority. That's the city they registered in, Guangzhou Tahi District Administration for Industry and Commerce. Established date of establishment, September 21st, 2012. You remember I told you they have experience. So this is their registration details. You can do further due diligence, but I needed to present it to you. Another striking thing that's endeared us to QZ Asset Management is their strategic partnership. They say our strategic partnership. One, KPMG. If you have your contact, you can ask KPMG and to verify if they are the auditors for QZ Asset Management Company. Beautifully, most of the leaders that will be traveling to Bangkok will be privileged to see these documents hard copy. Well, QZ also has their legal team. On that striking thing is that QZ does not depend on the networkers to provide them information about the laws governing financial administration in their locality, in their countries. Their legal team does it. The third strategic partnership that QZ has is their liquidity provider. JP Morgan Chase Bankley, Bank of China, CITIC Securities, Bank, China Construction Bank, ICBC. Now, so many persons have been saying that these things are just Photoshop, but let me tell us something. You cannot use the name of companies without their consent. And if you engage in fraudulent activities, because their names are there, they can sue you. So QZ will not be joking with their name. and compromising it by using the names of other big enterprises. For them to boldly put it and boldly tell members that you are free to do your due diligence. If you have the right contact, walk into these various banks that we have told you we partner with to ask them, are you a liquidity provider to QZ Asset Management? That is how confident this company is. You will see the role of liquidity provider in the subsequent video when we'll be talking about investment. But right now, let's learn more about the company. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important we understand the driver of growth of any platform. Here we have the CEO, Professor Blake Young. He has been described as a driver of growth, a path to success. He's a CEO with a difference. He's a chartered financial analyst, CFA level 3. He holds a doctorate in economics from London School of Economics. Now look at, they're laying out facts for you that you can verify. Someone can just walk into the London School of Economics to do a fact finding. Please, I want to make a research on Professor Blake Young. Did he school here? Did he obtain a doctorate degree in economics? These are things you can do. Spearhead QZ Asset Management remarkable growth of over 2,000% in 6 years. Now, this is the outstanding record of this CEO that brought a tremendous change that led QZ Asset Management into the online space. He changed a lot of things when he became the CEO of QZ Asset Management in 2015 and brought dynamism, brought his technology, because as an expert in financial analysis, he believed in the power of technology. All they needed to do was pour this technology, pour this experience into development of the QZ Big Data Artificial Intelligence that now does remarkable thing in the market of the index trades. This leader, this CEO, is the inspirational leader behind QZ's success. He has featured in Times Future magazine, a celebrated person. You see his track record everywhere you go. At events, I'll show us events that this company has attended. And why did they attend this event? To showcase their technology. The technology that powers QZ Asset Management activities is called the QZ Big Data Artificial Intelligence. Please, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to read a short brief of this. It said, our proprietary market-leading analysis program deploys billions of market trading data in milliseconds with an extra high adoption rate under any market situation. Friends, proprietary means innovation. We own it. That's what it means. We invented it. We created it. So QZ is saying that we have created a technology called the BDAI that is a market leader in analysis. That program deploys billions of market trading data in milliseconds. Millisecond means that millions of data can be processed in seconds with an high adoption rate under any market situation. Under any market situation means up or down trend, because they are tradable. For those that are traders who understand. This technology has also won an award at the Shanghai FinTech Leadership Conference. This company has attended various conferences to showcase their technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to be able to filter facts from lies. Why do they attend FinTech conferences? Because they have what it takes to show the world. They have BDAI. And because they have this technology, this company has been able to win an award. In 2019, they won the award, the Shanghai FinTech Leadership Award. They also won another award at the award titled Korea Outstanding Contribution to Artificial Intelligence Technology. QZ Asset Management is not only a trading firm, but also a fintech company. Please get this. You will see that this company has had a lot of media coverage about their technology in China, in Asia, and in 2023 they are taking it to the world. They will be in India, they will be in Spain, they will be in Bangkok, they will be in different parts of the world, even in South Africa, where they will be having media fintech conferences. So how does the BDAI work? Because it's very important we understand the algorithm that powers the BDAI. How do they deploy this technology, and how does it benefit their clients, their institutional investors, and their members? BDAI algorithm. Powerful trading algorithm capable of performing 1,000,000 calculations per second. Large database from more of 20 years of trading records containing 3.6 billion trading big data. Awesome. Now, how do they deploy this technology? They deploy the technology. First step is live market data feeds. The second step is real-time news and market sentiment analysis. The third are technical analysis, where they use different strategies: SMA 300, KL, MACD, volume, dev, diff. Now, step 4 is the big data technology does the analysis, BDAI analysis. They assess the market risk, and then BDAI winning index. So there are basically 6 steps that this company has programmed the algorithm to do in the markets. 6 steps. So you can see it here, the big data algorithm. So when people are saying they are an LMM company, you tell them, please friends, I know better. They are a fintech company. Okay. Now you can see the outstanding results that this technology has been able to perform. For those of us that don't know some of the companies that are in the S&P 500, let me just mention a few for you. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan Chase, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer. All these big companies you hear about in the news, all of them are components of the S&P 500. Now, if you look at this chart, you will see the blue lines, these are blue lines that are traded by other trading index. But the deployment of QZ Asset Management Technology, the BDAI, look at the performance in red. You can see the difference. This is what has enabled QZ over the 5 years. This is a 5-year trading chart, to make so much progress or success or profit in the market. Now, what makes QZ's proprietary index trading different? They have a platform. When you register, you can also see the platform, download it, or for those that are using Android, you can download it. For those using iOS, you can just log in through and access it. Now, this technology, this their app or their trading platform, is the most powerful and intelligent index trading platform. It is powered by the QZ Big Data technology, automatically detect profitable trade signals, instant execution, no trading knowledge is required, instant profitability. For those of you that will join QZ Asset Management, you don't need to do anything with the app. All you need to do is monitor your trades. You don't need experience, because the company does the trading on your behalf and you see your profit. So this is QZ's methodology, business methodology. I'm just taking time to help us understand how this thing works. When you understand how the company works, you will understand what the difference between an LMM company and a fintech trading company. That is what QZ Asset Management is. First step is the client invests. Smart investment. They call it smart investment because you need to take the decision. Every investment is a risk. So understand that fact. You have to be smart to take the decision. Every information I'm sharing here is for educational purpose, for your enlightenment. So for your financial decision, you need to take your decision, and that is why QZ describes every client as a smart investor or investment. The client sends the money into the custodian bank. Every time you transfer your money to QZ Asset Management, it is not in the platform. It goes to their custodian bank. Fund safety. Because of fund safety, we have a lot of hackers. So if any person comes now to say they want to hack QZ Asset Management platform, you are only wasting your time. You will not see money there. And fortunately, QZ website is top notch. So many persons have tested it. It is top notch. All right. So clients, custodian bank. The next is QZ Asset Management trading platform. Once QZ sees that money, it goes, send it into their platform and start to trade. QZ will deploy their AI trading technology to trade the market. The market now looks for stable returns, looks for profit, and they implement their capital protection principle, the DAUM. The 50% stop loss must be implemented for stable returns. Now, once that trade goes on, they now go into make profit and they go into profit sharing. Trading capital redistributed. You take yours, the company keeps theirs, and the trade continues. This is what QZ does. So, this is the winning formula. QZ is licensed. They have their BDAI technology, and it is a secured project. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is important that as we want to end this very presentation, which focuses on what QZ Asset Management does, it is important that we have a glance of the achievement and highlight of this company. Because when people post negative posts or do negative review about QZ Asset Management, they forget to highlight or show you the achievements and highlights. Because when you say a company is an element company and you begin to see their events, then you begin to ask the question, how does this company become a mere element company? Or how do you even categorize them as a scam company? It baffles my mind when people argue blindly. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you on this final course of this presentation. I want to take us on the course of the achievement and highlight of QZ Asset Management. First and foremost is the 2019 4th Shanghai Financial Technology Innovation Conference Forum. It said QZ Asset Management was invited to be part of the Shanghai FinTech Innovation Forum, attended by over 300 professionals locally and abroad. So these are things you can research. Look at the event. Look at the CEO here among other CEOs. You can see him. Look at the time he was doing his briefing, and look at this particular presentation slide where the AI bots. So he was talking about the QZ AI, what it can do in the index market. You can see the forum. These forums are forums where other CEOs are, and when you talk, they know what you are talking. This is the award they won at that event. Prestigious award presented to QZ Asset Management and Professor Blake Young. The company won an award. The CEO also got an award. Now, what is the award? It's a 2019 FinTech Leadership Award. Then 2019 FinTech Individual of the Year Award. All right. So another conference they attended was the 8th China Guangzhou International Financial Exchange Expo Golden Fair. This event happened on the 21st to 23rd June 2019. 2019, friends. And people are now writing negative blog in 2022. If this company did not scam people in 2019 or when they were created, is it now? Please, we need to wise up. Now, in this event, over 100,000 visitors attended the expo. 300 journalists from more than 90 mainstream media, locally and abroad, covered the 3 days event. You can see how elaborate this event is. You can see the CEO and other CEOs. You can see at the panel of CEOs where the Professor Blake Young was addressing the world. Friends, we need to learn. This is under conference, the 2019 QZ Guangzhou BDAI conference. This is the conference hosted by QZ where they had more than 1,000 investors and employees invited to attend. At every event, they also have their own event. Now, why do they have their event? To show the world that we are real. Over 1,000 investors attended that event. You can see the pictures for yourself. This is under 2019 QZ First Managerial Association graduation ceremony. I told us that in this opportunity, there is knowledge. 2019 QZ First Managerial Association graduation ceremony. Award presentation for outstanding managerial associates who have completed QZ financial management training. Friends, I told us from the beginning of this presentation that QZ asset management is about creating value. So there's knowledge, there's education. So QZ gives their managerial associates training, financial management training. And this is the evidence in 2019. This is the CEO there with them. To blow your mind, in that same 2019, because all these events happened before the COVID era, let's not forget that. In 2019, this company, QZ Asset Management, also attended 2019 AI Expo Korea. QZ Asset Management showcases its BDAI technology at the AI Expo Korea. Please, ladies and gentlemen, look at this picture. You will see the CEO, second right. You can see him there. Organized by the Korean AI Association and the AI Media Korea, held at the COEX Convention Center in Seoul. Event statistics: 200 booths, 127 companies from 5 countries, over 21,000 visitors. Are we seeing it? Notable exhibitors included sponsors Intel, IBM, as well as QZ Invest. Ladies and gentlemen, truth will always outshine negative lies. At this award, QZ Asset Management was given the award for outstanding contribution to AI technology in Korea. Look at the award. Look at the ceremony. Friends, do not be easily deceived. That is why you need to learn how to do your own due diligence. In 2019 also, in Seoul, South Korea, QZ also attended a conference. Reaching Out South Korea, China, South Korea Conference, international event held in Seoul, attended by over 1,500 investors and employees from all around the world. QZ Asset Management is a global phenomenon. This South Korea event, look at how luxurious the event was. Can you see the CEO? Can you see the members of the team? It's an award presentation for international managerial associates who have completed QZ financial management training. You can see it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to the end of this special presentation that showcases QZ Asset Management as an asset management company. That is a concept you can research on. And also as a fintech company that goes about various international conferences showcasing their technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you QZ Asset Management. What matters to you matters to us. Thank you. I remain Mr. Purity. You can always contact me